Samo, One Extra.
Can't keep up with the pace, won't dare say it to my face. How many turbos? They were like 2. Can't keep up with the chase, won't turn up to the place. Nah, won't turn up to the venue, it was all lies. I said, me and these MC guys ain't tight. Wow, me and these MC guys ain't mates. We're the MCs. England relates, can't put a name on a flow like this. Maybe because I got northern traits. Nowadays Prez is always spotted. And I ain't talking weight, yeah, took a few shots, but I weren't filled with holes. King of grime and rolls. Yeah, I'm the president, but you can never chat to the king of grime. Nah, you're too ahead of your time. There's only one king of grime. Yeah, I'm the president, but you can never chat to the king of grime. Nah, you're too ahead of your time. I don't really care, call me the king of crime. Don't jump into the sea if you can't swim. If you're gonna pour me a glass, I beg you please, fill it up to the brim. Just got back from war, but I don't mean that I was losing a limb. Trust, I was in Belfast moving and so paranoid, you would've thought that I was smoking trees. So much fans wanna get to my skin, you would've thought that I was covered in fleas, beyond the wing. I heard you covered in peas, but I don't mean I forget where I came from, N18. Give me a time, give me a date. Yeah, I'm the president, but you can never chat to the king of grime. Nah, you're too ahead of your time. There's only one king of grime. Yeah, I'm the president, but you can never chat to the king of grime. Nah, you're too ahead of your time. I don't really care, call me the king of crime. Chat to the king of. Chat to the king of. King of grime, king of kings. You must be king of your time. King of the vocals, king of the rhyme. There's not a king that's got to my level of heights. They was all too busy smoking whites. So much kids in my house, you would've thought that I had sleepless nights. When you gonna strap that zoo? I mean somebody clapped at you. When I say 5 in a day, they better know that I ain't talking fruit. When I say I'ma start ending noise, they better know that I ain't talking mute. Call me the king of bass, light years ahead, king of space. Yeah, I'm the president, but you can never chat to the king of crime. Nah, you're too ahead of your time. There's only one king of crime. Yeah, I'm the president, but you can never chat to the king of crime. Nah, you're too ahead of your time. I don't really care, call me the king of crime. Chat to the king of.
Track you just heard is entitled King of Grime. It's taken from the greatest to ever touch down. And we have the man himself inside the studio. It is an honor and a pleasure to be joined by President T. Welcome to One Extra.
Glad to be here.
I'm really glad to have you here as well, man, because it means that the CD's out. It's been a long time in the making. Do you want to tell us a little bit about Greatest to Ever Touch Down?
Yeah, Greatest to Ever Touch Down is the greatest grime mixtape so far to be released in Britain up until today's date.
It's a very big claim, sir.
Well, I put my heart and soul into Greatest to Ever Touch Down, and I want to thank everyone that participated in the making of it. And this President T projecting himself over the space of over 10 years of grime music and making it. And I would like to think that the fans who've received it or bought it online are more than happy with what they've received.
What's the response been like?
The response has been 100%. I've been so happy with the response. I haven't really come across one bad bit of press back from it at all. And it's made me really overwhelmed. That's
from the listeners, the supporters, and from the DJs and
absolutely
the press and all that stuff.
Everyone,
as well.
Yeah, that's right.
That's great, man. I mean, does that encourage you to maintain this output now? Because obviously, like you said, you've been doing this for over a decade in grime. Since before grime was the name even attached to what we were doing.
Right.
We were just turning up and playing beats, making rhythms, and spraying bars.
I'm glad you actually remember, because there's a bag of people out there that.
Well, that's the thing. There's a lot of new listeners to this genre. We've picked up a lot of new supporters to this music over the years, and it's important to go through the history and the foundations of this stuff. So obviously, right now you're repping Bloodline, but you're a formative member of Meridian, which is obviously a very legendary crew.
Yeah.
Responsible for some great names, Meridian Dan, of course, Big H, and also Skepta and JME,
yeah.
Bossman Birdie, and obviously still with you now in Bloodline, representing for Tottenham. But your output hasn't been, really that prolific over the years.
Right.
And I just want to go back to that as well, because you dropped for the people that have bought the hard copy of Greatest to Ever Touchdown.
Yeah.
You've given them, the bonus of Back in My Face Volume 1, which again was a legendary release for you.
Yeah.
A lot of great music on there that people really responded well to. And has lived on, on the internet as it does.
Yeah.
These things people go back and rediscover.
Trust.
And reminisce and what have you. But there's been a big gap. I mean, how many years has it been since Back in My Face and Greatest?
It's been about 7-8 years.
Yeah. So let's talk honestly and frankly. What's been the reason for that? Why have you not wanted to release music in that time?
I never really had the drive behind me. I've said in a couple other recent interviews, what I'm going to say now is that now I've got the right management team giving me that extra push. And sometimes it's, I said to someone else last week, I said, you can make 1,000 songs and they can all be hits and bangers, but if you haven't got an avenue or a way to get your music to a higher platform and so the masses can listen to it, you're going nowhere as an artist, whether you're doing grime or any other genre of music. So yeah, I've mastered that part of the game now, and my gap was the reason for it was also because I didn't see much of an incentive in this music to really be allocating all my time to it. But then when I got my head down to things and I started working, I realised that, you know what, Prez, you've really left it a long time. You need to, start.
And it's great to see the people that were there haven't forgotten, and the people that are here now are embracing as well.
That's
and
really amazing thing about it, is that the fans have always stayed loyal, and for the fans that don't know of President T or the new fans, they've also shown quite an interest as well.
Well, let's get into another track taken from the mixtape. It came out last Friday, so you can pick it up right now if you like what you hear. I'm going to run a couple of tunes from the CD, but there's 13 tracks on there, is that right?
13, yeah.
13, lucky for some. Anyone that picks up that CD, I'm sure. We're going to get into another track. What do you want to play?
I think we'll play Never Had Problems. I think it's track number 2 on the mixtape.
All right. This one produced by Barza, a new producer that you've been working with.
Yeah, Barza's produced quite a few tracks off Greatest to Ever Touch, and I'll be working with him in the future as well.
All right, we're going to talk a little bit more about that process and how you find these producers that you've been working with over the years. On the other side of this, Never Had Problems, President T, Greatest to Ever Touchdown is out right now. It's Logan Summer on 1Xtra. We're keeping it real grind.
Okay. Greatest to Ever Touchdown. One, the only one take guys in Britain left.
Never had problems at my door, never had problems at my gates. What I'm doing in Britain, some of them asked, would you do it in the States? I don't really know, with my record, that's maybe or not. All I ever hear is rounds, they were like, Prez, are you shot? Maybe I'm wounded, with a little intent. Fill him up with lead and copper, and I ain't talking the ones that are bent. Trust here on the wing. If I say 100%, Wailing Strange Ways, that's where I went. Sorry, that's not what I meant. What's it gonna be, G or a gent? Never had problems at my door, never had problems at my gates. I don't wanna turn England into the States. Never had problems at my door, never had problems at my gates. Trust me, I'll start raising the rates. Never had problems. Come to your home, I said come to your home. All I wanna do is talk, don't wanna bring it all down to the chrome. I was the afro without the comb. So much food in my crib, you would've thought it was filled with foam. Prez, will you ever lie to the fans? No, rude boy, you should be asking, will you ever die for the grands? Never had problems on my porch. Anybody talking large, sent from a little nephew with a torch. And I ain't talking the ones that shine. They were like, dismantle the spine. I mean, that's if you mention mine. President T on the grind. Never had problems at my door, never had problems at my gates. I don't wanna turn England into the States. Never had problems at my door, never had problems at my gates. Trust me, I'll start raising the rates. Never had problems. Never had problems at my door, never had problems at my gates. I don't wanna Trust me, I'll start raising the rates. Never had problems.
Track you just heard is Never Had Problems. It's taken from Greatest to Ever Touchdown, the mixtape, which is released right now from President T, the man himself, the man, the myth, the legend. Produced by Barza, who's a new producer you've been working with. And I want to talk about that as well, because you've always managed to find like these producers that like no one's ever heard of before, but they make nine tunes. Like,
I'm glad you said that, Logan.
How does that? Because it's important. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's easy to go and hit up the producers that everyone knows is making banging beats as well. But like, you've always done that.
I think it's a matter of these producers have worked with other people, artists in the past, but when they work with President T, I kind of bring out the best in their music. So when I put my flow or my pattern on the actual song or tune, it always kind of, I can see the potential in certain productions, even if the producer themselves can't really see it. So Barza, I saw that he's got a lot of beats with a lot of potential, and maybe just other artists weren't really giving him that break.
How do you find these producers? How do you come across them?
I go searching online.
Yeah. Actively, like, it's not like people hitting you up.
Well, to be honest, the ones that hit me up, I tend to not use their beats for some mad reason. But the ones that I find myself, it's like for me to go out my way and find you, you must have been of a certain level. So yeah, and Barza's one of them.
Are you looking for a certain sound? Like, is there a Prez T sound that you want to hear from producers, or you
championship? I've won the lottery or the World Cup type of sound. That's what I'm after. So to all producers out there,
strictly Champions League only sound. All right, I love that. What's next for you from the back of this project as well? Because it's only just dropped. It's getting a lot of love. Is there more videos to come? Are you going to be pushing this like a sort of an album campaign and dropping singles and stuff from it? What are you looking to do?
A couple more videos off the actual Greatest to Ever Touch. So 2 more singles forthcoming. Yeah. One of them would be Level and Stripes.
Okay.
And I just want the fans and the nation to understand that I'm back involved in the grime now. My workload is a lot more than it was years ago. And you're going to be seeing a lot more of me and hearing a lot more
consistency. Wicked. I mean, people are still waiting for Stranger Returns. Is that going to be coming next year?
Yep, Stranger Returns is definitely. I thought the nation would have forgot about Stranger Returns because Greatest to Ever Touch was landed, but they're still asking me for it.
So. No one forgets anything, ever. Never. The internet makes everything live forever, mate. If you've ever promised anything to anybody,
that's right.
They're just waiting for it. Especially Bloodline projects as well. Like, you guys have got some mad fans that are like on it. They want that stuff.
Yeah, that's right.
They want that stuff, and I'm really happy that you guys are giving it to them as well. So, all right, let's get into that track that you said is going to be the next single, Level and Stripes. And then on the other side, you brought a beat down from Rude Kid that you're going to give them that presidential flow on.
That's right.
So we're going to get straight into the freestyle on the other side of this. Level and Stripes is taken from Greatest to Ever Touchdown, the mixtape, which is out right now from Prez T's here in the studio. Let's get into this.
Okay, Level of Stripes. Man think they're at a level and that. Can't get to mine. All this war in crime. I said all this war in crime. If I really wanted to, I would close it down. Are you sure that you wanna jump into fire? There's no one to hold it down. Please, don't be a gassed up MC clown. Before you know, I'll be back in front of the crown. When will Trim become the talk of the town? Trust me, Britain, he never been no killer. I said when will he? Never know, might go Wembley, I'll be in the villa. Shout out to Big Dog Yogo and my brethren Triller. You man know who's realer. Level of Stripes. None of these guys could get to my level of stripes. Hungry monkeys about the views or likes. BM Mercedes, yeah I got types. Level of Stripes. I was like, almost a level of Snipes. None of these guys could get to my level of Stripes. Level of. All this war in time. I said all this war in time. Why? Could there never be war in crime? Next thing you know, I was at war in a bit. Level of Stripes. You're better off if you call it quits. They were like, Prez, any more hits? I was like, gotta hand out scars and slits. I mean slits and scars. Mention my name, you will see cars. And the stars, they will come later. Mention my name in your bars. I mean, that's not the stuff to be doing. Now I'm the best in Britain. Tell me you're screwing. Level of Stripes, everybody's slewing. Prez, what are you doing? level of stripes. None of these guys could get to my level of stripes. Hungry monkeys about the views or likes. BM Mercedes, yeah, I got types, level of stripes. I was like, almost a level of snipes. None of these guys could get to my level of stripes. Level of powers, how high will they climb? Level of greatness, level of grime. Got to a level of time, all this gassed up talk. Level of crime, Prez, what do you mean? They were like, urban scene, sorry. King of the urban scene, scheme. But I ain't looking no queen. Sometimes I pray, but I ain't looking no dream. They were like, who really got this grime thing where it is now? Anyone talking stuff that they're not doing, I won't allow. Walk around with your head up high, but when you see President, kill off, kill it and bow. Level of stripes, none of these guys could get to my level of stripes. Hungry monkeys about the views or likes. BM Mercedes, yeah, I got types, level of stripes. I was like, almost a level of snipes. None of these guys could get to my level of stripes. Level of stripes. None of these guys could get to my level of stripes. Hungry monkeys about the views or likes. BM Mercedes, yeah, I got types, level of stripes. I was like, almost a level of snipes. None of these guys could get to my level of stripes.
Logan Sama, One Extra.
Okay, the greatest to ever touch down. Right here, right now. BBC Radio 1 Extra, Logan Sama. Whoever told you different was definitely lying. Walk in the room, spray what I like. Said to the airplanes, you can play what you like. They better know, I'm like reaching my third, and I ain't talking a strike. Prez, none of these men have ever been trapped. I said, none of their raves have ever been packed. Prez, when you gonna release the brand new tape? Prudential stance, prudential shape. They were like, you're so up in the clouds. We would've thought you was wearing a cape. Said he had a serious crash, then I found out that he weren't even a scrape. Blood, if you're on the scale of a chimp, why you wanna ramp with an ape? Prez, are you okay? Where is your bits? North of the Thames. I'm giving monkeys if he sprays bars or spits. I was like, too busy making hits. Wow, somebody tell me, will it ever come to a close? They better know. I'll bring your forehead down to your nose. Everybody's scoring now. They better know that I ain't talking goals. When it comes down to the grime, I beg you please, leave it down to the pros. Check out my class, and I ain't talking level of stripes. Check out my last, do a little research. Check out my last, kill off, kill E, hit him with a blast. These MCs can't get to my grades. What do you call it? Grime, rap, trap? I'm in the trade. I said don't be afraid. I said don't be afraid. Won't see a gun or a blade. Anybody try to invade, I swear on my mums, somebody will get weighed. And by the end of the day, President will get played. Call no maid. I was already made. I ain't gotta talk all sweet to the girls. I was already laid. I was already laid. Wow. This MC ain't wise. I wouldn't let him escape with one of those lies. Hey Rudy, I ain't none of those guys, and I only MC with one of those guys. I turn an Egypt MC into a guy that cries, cause I can't promote one of those lies. Me and these MC guys ain't size. They all run up them out till someone dies. I don't wanna send some music guy to the skies, cause they won't know it's me. I come fully disguised. It'll take about 6 months or so for an MC to realise he ain't never been clever. This MC ain't wise. Okay, greatest to ever touchdown, BBC Radio 1 Extra, Logan Sama. Don't forget, greatest to ever touchdown, out now.
Logan Sama, keeping it grimy on 1 Extra.